Hello there! I just want to let you know that I'm very happy that the series is going very well. The last episode went even better than the first one, and so I really want to thank all of you that are supporting this series. And probably, not surely, but 99%, there will be the gameplay of Fear and Hunger Termina 2. But without further ado, let's start with today's episode. Alright, so at the current point we know a lot more about the mechanics and about all the fights with the enemies, the boss fights, etc. about the game than we did in the previous episode. So, what am I gonna do is I'm gonna go up by a reasoning. If Legarde can be found dead, and it says that we were too late, and the Nosramus itself says that we were too late, maybe there is a way to find him alive. And in order to do this, who should the best character be but Darcy, which is literally his lover. Or at least, I mean, she's a virgin, but she's his lover, so I guess Legarde is thinking about something else, but whatever. But first of all, who is Darcy? She was born in a noble family and was raised to become a knight in the Kingdom of Rondon. But because of the unconventional way in which the kingdom expanded these territories, and it was by killing everyone in the road, she decided to go away from the army and, dependently from our choices, to break ties with her family. Then she finally met the man who would have changed her life, Legarde. He was the leader of a small group of mercenaries called the Knights of the Midnight Sun. Of course, Darcy immediately joined there because she didn't want to share anything else with the Kingdom of Rondon. And also because she was fascinated from the commander Legarde. Until unfortunately, one day, during an assault to Olgard, they had to face the army of the Kingdom of Rondon, and Legarde was captured. Darcy is in the dungeon because she wants to rescue him before he dies. And this is why, in all our other runs, every time we arrived at Legarde's chamber, she would burst into tears, because she couldn't accept that her lover died. I already knew a little bit of Darcy's gameplay. She basically relies on using turns to gain more statuses or do more turns herself. And she can also parry. She's like a Dark Souls character. She can do all that kind of stuff. And because of this I was already prepared for what I was gonna do. I had one precise idea on how to reach Legarde as fast as possible to be sure he wasn't dead. And for that I needed an explosive vial in order to reach the tree. Because you see, I think, except for the mines or just creating the door that lets you immediately down to the basement level 7, the fastest way to reach Legarde is by going through the tree, by falling through the tree. And so, with my luck, I was able to get an explosive vial, and I think I also got an empty scroll in the process, and that will be useful later. And we were in the tree. We just had to go down as fast as possible to get to Legarde. I quickly made my way through the enemies, and there was just one last obstacle, the Elite Guard. But no problem, I was just able to run away from it. And there I was. Legarde was alive, and in front of me. I almost couldn't maintain my composure. I almost felt like I wanted to just hug him to the death. But he said something. He didn't remember anything, except for his name. I was trembling with joy. It was over. We could leave this stupid dungeon and just live our lives. I felt so happy. But then, something had to go wrong. He said he wanted to enter the City of Gods, Mahabra. He didn't know why, he just knew he wanted to. If we really wanted to enter Mahabra, only Legarde and Darcy wouldn't be enough. We needed a lot of other party members and powerful weapons to face all the terrifying creatures inside of that. I went back into the tree in order to collect the Eastern Sword, that would have been a great improvement in our team, and I also found again Ragadaka Valder, and after some talking, he joined my party. Also, this happened.
Did you give him a cursed meat cleaver?
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Punches.
why am I infinite like coin?
Yes, this
Yeah,
place is specifically bugged. I don't know.
Look, I am abusing, yes. Do I care? No. I just want Legard to reach his purpose. And so preparations continued. I collected a lot of items from all the barrels in the places, and I felt pretty confident. I still haven't the fourth party member, but things were going surprisingly well, right? No, this is not a joke. Things were going well. I also was able to collect Moonless finally from the caves, so now I had a full party member. I couldn't control Moonless, but still a 4-people party. Also, I was really indecisive if I needed to use the Book of Enlightenment, which is able to let me save the game at this moment, but because of what I realized in the previous episode, I decided no. I am not gonna use it till it is necessary. I'm not gonna use it till I will enter Mahabre. And this is probably where things get a little complicated. I have never got this. How do I clean my
You have anal
butthole?
bleeding. Yes, you have anal bleeding.
You are literally buttered.
The funniest, your companions just look.
But still, even though I had this little inconvenience, I was still able to progress. I defeated some bosses, and then I reached the ritual circle. Just watch, just watch. Oh, no, 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 no!
No! No, Moonless! You monster!
No, I didn't want. So maybe it's not ideal, but it happened and I didn't save. You see, this is the kind of things that I live for. These errors, these mistakes. Just rewinding back the save after having done this, I wouldn't feel completely happy doing it, because I think, yeah, but I mean, I still made a mistake, I still need to pay. This is why, but whatever. So I continued and I defeated the Armored Knight, I entered Nosramo's place, I took another empty scroll, and this time I decided to use it in order to collect the White Angel Soul. White Angel Soul is an item that I already obtained in my previous playthrough. I don't remember if I completely explained what it did, but basically it gives you an extra turn, and it doesn't stack. You can't use fast attack to get an extra turn and then get another one with the White Angel Soul. Only one overall. But anyways, I needed a new party member, and I decided to take the girl, because even though she doesn't do a lot of melee damage, I already have Darcy and Legard that do incredible damage. Ragnarvagalder is somewhat okay. I need someone that uses items, I think. Now we were ready. We were ready to go into Mahabre with our full party. Until, while we were going to it, unfortunately, Ragnarvagalder said something very bad. I didn't have anything to restore its sanity, so, a little bit sad, I had to leave it behind. I was noticing, the more I was trying to prepare, and the more things were starting to go in a very bad way, and this was just the beginning. Also, during the process I forgot to mention that I found Kahara somewhere in the dungeon, and he joined me, but he left me immediately by robbing me. I felt so bad. He was my favorite character in the game, and now I just felt betrayed by it. And then we were able to find it again at the entrance of the last level of the basement. But it was too late. It was too late to try to repacificate with him. Actually, now I discovered that if you select the other option he will join your party, but at the moment I didn't know, and I thought it was something like patches from Dark Souls, where when you say that it tricked you, it just gives you an item and then joins you anyways. And Kahara did something for which I will never forgive him. Please don't keep... Nah. No!
Oh,
Whoopsie daisy.
Uh. Okay.
Oh, from you.
Oh wait, my Gilbert lost his other arm too.
Yeah, it's over, dude. Yeah, it's over, dude.
So, now the situation is this. The girl doesn't have an arm. Darcy doesn't have anything. But I still want to complete the mission. I still want to satisfy my leader Lagarde. We are still gonna enter Mahabre and we are still gonna do what he wants to do. What does he want to do? I don't care. I just want to let him know that I am gonna support him till my end. When we went back to check on the condition of Ragnavalder, we discovered that he died. I don't know because of what. Probably he was attacked by some creatures here in the caves. Or maybe the Crow Molder. But anyways, we couldn't think about that anymore. We had to proceed. We had to accomplish our leader's mission. I wasn't an expert with spells, but I realized that if I was able to learn necromancy thanks to the old god Grogrot, maybe I was able to get some skeletons to fight with us, and so I did. At this point, we had the Cube of the Depths, we were ready to enter into the City of Gods. At this point, I had no idea about where to go. I just followed Lagarde. Huh. So, he doesn't remember anything, but apparently he's able to orientate himself in this city pretty well. I was astonished. It seemed like it wasn't the first time he entered here, but I guess that's just why he is the leader of the Knights of the Midnight Sun, after all. With his help, we reached the Grand Library. Here, he used some sort of trickery on some statues, and we were able to enter a secret door. In there, I found something terrifying. It was one of the new gods, the legendary Valtail, the Enlightened One. But thanks to his strategy and to his techniques, we were able to easily overcome it. I felt fantastic. I felt like, with his help, there was nothing that was gonna stop us. Then, we entered a strange world. It was, I think, the Dream World. We were able to see a lot of other people that were in the dungeon with us, like Kahara. There was also the Dark Priest Enki, Ragnavalder, and then there was me and him talking on the hill. I love that moment. But unfortunately, the moment shown to us was the worst one of my life. The moment in which he decided that he would have assaulted Olegard. We all know how that ended, right? But still, even though I couldn't understand completely what was he meaning with reaching greater heights, I wanted to support him with all my heart. And so, we will continue this voyage and we will finish it. We collected the Endless Soul from Nilvain and continued. He actually knew of one place hidden to most of the city that was an underground laboratory. In there we were able to create a replica of ourselves. I still didn't know why, but I mean, he knows what he's doing, I was thinking, so surely he's gonna make good use of it. And in fact, once we reached the Tormented Temple, we were able to sacrifice it in order to face Chambara, the Tormented One. And with that, even the Tormented Soul was in our hands. Now we had access to the temple. We had access to Francois, the Dominating One. I had no idea, can you believe it? Even without my arms, with his great strategizing, we were just annihilating everything. Even Francois couldn't stand a chance. He just told me the correct words to use in order to distract him while he was destroying his arms and then destroying his personally. And it was over. We collected all the souls. What now? Sit on the chair. Oh? This throne? This is the moment I've strived for. This is the moment I've suffered for. What? You lied to us? Why? What was the meaning of that? So, Lagarde wanted to reach greater heights, and that means getting a power even stronger than those of kings and armies Why didn't he tell us that? Did he think that I wouldn't have supported him? Did he think that I wouldn't have been ready? Did he think that I would have betrayed him? I couldn't understand a lot of what he was saying. He was starting to feel a little bit distant from me. And soon enough, he completely disappeared from the room, just by sitting on that throne. Huh. Maybe I should touch the throne. Turning back, probably I would have left the dungeon and just forgot about all of this. About Legarde, about the gods, about the power, about the souls, about my friends, about my dead companions, about everything. But now I was in. I reached the void, another plane of existence. I felt so disoriented, and my companions disappeared completely, except for the skeleton. I guess he was able to reach me because I'm the one who cast the spell on him. Probably. I'm not sure. If Legarde was here, probably I would know the answer. And then, in the darkness, there it was. Legarde. He started saying nonsense. 100 years since our last encounter? What do you mean? It was seconds ago. What happened? Did I really spend that much time sleeping on the throne? Did the time in this plane of existence pass in a different way? I couldn't understand anything. I just felt so disoriented. I didn't even know what I was saying to him. I just really wanted to stay with him. I just really wanted to forget about all of this and just sleep forever. And then he was finally ready to show how much he did love me. I just had to kneel. And so I immediately did. And as I did, I found myself out of the dungeon. I started crying. Where was Legarde? Did I really enter the dungeon for nothing? Wasn't I really able to save him? No. After some time, a news arrived. There was the Knights of the Midnight Sun in a big revolution that was able to overcome all the kingdoms of the world. And their captain was the Yellow King, Legarde. When I finally saw him, he was different. He was not a king. He was not a human. And he was not a god. He was just a monster disguised as a man. And there, something in my heart broke. Something made me realize he was just using me. He didn't even come and retrieve me once I get out of the dungeon. He just started this menacing campaign to overcome all the kingdoms. He didn't care about me at all. And I'm the one who gave up her arms in order for him to complete his mission. I'm the one who helped him to collect all the stuff. It wasn't his strategizing. It was me directing the operations. He was just taking the merits. I am the one who killed Francois. I am the one who did all of this. And now, he is the one that reborns as the Yellow King? No, I cannot accept this. I absolutely cannot accept this. And then, I heard someone whispering in my ears. Do you want to come back? You will have to give something in exchange in order to change the prophecy. I couldn't even understand what, but I immediately said yes, I want to. I opened my eyes, and I was in front of the throne. I was still in Mahabre. Was I really able to leave the dungeon by sitting on the throne, or was it just a big imagination of mine? No, I'm sure that what I saw was real. I'm sure that Legarde was the Yellow King. destroying all the kingdoms. And I'm sure that now I wanted to stop him. I think that's the moment in which I understood what I had to give up to. Me. I have to sacrifice myself in order to gain the strength to destroy Legard. And so, I created a goal with my necromancy. I went on a ritual circle and prayed to the god of fertility and prosperity, Sylvian. Just as Legard was reborn as a monster, I would have done that too, in order to gain the strength to destroy him. And so, the marriage was created. Was I a human anymore? Honestly, who cares about that? All I want now is just smashing that stupid idiot in the face. And I don't care what happens after that. I'm gonna use the occasion that was presented to me by someone, and I'm gonna use it to the maximum capacity. But still, I wasn't ready. I needed to make a new party. I needed to create an army. I needed to create an army stronger than the Knights of the Midnight Sun. And so, it continues. This time, I knew very well the conformation of the void, and I was very easily able to orientate myself and find the girl once again. With her, I went back to Legard. I felt like having the girl in my party gave me a sense of security. I didn't know specifically what it was, but I just decided to have her. As I was expecting, he wasn't a god at all. With just some swings, it was easily defeated. After that, I immediately found myself outside of the dungeon. I was still in that form, so those events actually happened, I was sure about that. Now, every night I'm able to meet Legard again in the dungeon. I have it in my dreams. I'm able to fall in love with him every night. And I'm also able to kill him every night. I don't know if this is for the best, but who knows? Maybe, just as he was the prophetized man, my destiny was to dwell these dungeons forever.